I'm Ginger Marphis. I'm with Fathom Realty, and you're here for Virtual Career Night. I'm so excited to be sharing with you what it takes to get into a wonderful real estate career. So let's go ahead and get started. So my name is Ginger Marphis, and I am with Fathom Realty currently, and I am a team leader for the Marphis team. Been in real estate for 8 years and have absolutely loved it. Got into it at the ripe old age of 45 and have been doing this for, like I said, 8 years. And it's such a rewarding career. There's so many different opportunities that I had no idea when I first got started. So here's some of the things that we're going to cover. Why would you get into a real estate career? What is a realtor? What does it cost to get into real estate? And, what are the annual costs? How do I set myself up for success? Is now a good time? And the benefits of the right brokerage. How do you get started? And then, of course, Q&A. So why a career in real estate? Unlimited income potential. There's no ceiling on how much you can earn. How hard you work and how smart you work determine the income that you get. And your schedule, having control of your schedule is really important. You can play a meaningful role in others' lives. I have had such great opportunities. I had a client that was my age and they had been trying to find a home for 8 years. They kept being turned down, saying that they needed to fix their credit. Unfortunately, no one told them what they needed to do. Somehow they crossed my path. I connected them with the right people and eventually connected them with their dream home. Super exciting. And it just gives me chills thinking about it. So each day is going to bring you different challenges and different things that you learn. No matter how long you've been in real estate, there will always be new things that you have not crossed or had experienced. And I just love that about this. You're always learning and always growing. What is a realtor? A licensed real estate salesperson or broker who belongs to the National Association of Realtors. Every realtor is an agent. Not every agent is a realtor. Realtors are held to a higher ethical standard and must adhere to a code. Realtors are also provided turbocharged searching power via the MLS. Opportunities in real estate include, you could be a single agent, a team leader or rainmaker, transaction coordinator. You could be a mentor or a coach. You could be a buyer's agent, specialize in buyers, or a listing agent, represent sellers. You could be a recruiter, an executive administrator, or a district director. There's so many, and these are just a few. What will it cost? Well, I'm going to show you. No secrets here. And just as a disclaimer, these fees may have went up in the amount of time that it's taken to put this video out and for you to receive it. It's a really good gauge to know what the cost is. And so you're looking at about $3,445 initial. And it starts with your education. It goes to your fingerprints. Then you take an exam that's proctored. That's going to cost you about $100. You take your exam, and if you pass your national but fail your state or vice versa, you go back, you pay one fee. It's only $100. You can go back as many times as you need to pass both. You don't have to retake both. You only retake the one that you didn't pass. Isn't that lovely? You have a division application. Your application goes with a $140 check. After you submit, or your broker submits your division application, your broker will actually let you know within 6 to 8 weeks, typically is what it's taking, when your license comes in. Then you have to, within 30 days, and pay your fees to the Realtor Association. Then you have your business license and your MLS setup dues. And we're going to compare low cost of entry for self-employed opportunity. Look at that. Compared to an attorney, it's going to cost them $122,000 to get into their career. And we make as much or sometimes more than some attorneys out there. What will it cost after startup? So you'll have to pay monthly dues. And I think the MLS dues for Northern Nevada have went up. That particular fee, I think it's $75 for SNR, Sierra Nevada Realtors Association. And then there's a broker fee, perhaps, depending on which broker you sign up with. Desk fee. My broker doesn't charge any broker fee or desk fee. So some brokers do. Education, that's going to be on you. You're going to have to, because you're an independent contractor, get your own education taken care of and out of the way. You have a post-licensing series of courses that you need to take, are absolutely required that first year. So don't just take any CE class. It's a post-licensing series of courses that you need to take. Your membership dues, your license, your business license, you have to do that. So that's going to be annual. E&O insurance will be, it could be monthly, it could be annually. This is kind of an annual base and it's an average. Some brokers pay for it. My broker pays for our E&O insurance, so you wouldn't have to pay for that with our broker. Is now a good time? Always yes. The world's gone digital. There's amazing technology and training out there. You can set yourself up to be a mega agent and have massive opportunity. I always say now's a good time. Try it out. It might be for you. I don't know. How do I know I'll be successful? Well, if you're full-time, we recommend that you have some reserves in the bank. Typically, they recommend 6 months. We say that you're 90 days away from your next paycheck. And so you want to have some sort of reserves. Make sure you have some sort of backup plan there, because you may not have a paycheck right away. Part-time, have a plan in place for when and how you will go full-time. Being part-time is tough. There's some people who do it very successfully and some people who struggle. I was one of those that struggled. I was transitioning from a full-time career to real estate. So I started part-time. Transition took me too long. I definitely should have just bit the bullet and jumped in with both feet. If you have someone that can help you set goals, personal, financial, and business, that will accelerate your process and your timelines for when you actually start generating income. You should set a schedule. Like I mentioned, some people get into this business. Oh, I wanted to get into real estate because I won't have to have a schedule. That is a huge myth. You absolutely have to have a schedule, especially if you're part-time, but also if you're full-time. Be willing to learn and then be willing to lead generate. The most important thing out of all of these, though, is be willing to fail forward. If you don't fail, you're not growing. And if you're not lead generating, you're not really a business owner. Find your focus. So there's so many different things you can do with your real estate license. Like I said, you can recruit a coach or a mentor to help you with that focus. What kind of lead generation are you going to do? Are you going to be doing open houses? Will you be cold calling? Will you just be reaching out to the people that already know, like, love, and trust you, AKA your sphere? Learn your craft. That first year, you should be learning. That should be a big portion of your time that you're spending. That and lead gen, learning lead gen. Find an accountability partner. Find and hire a coach, connect with a mentor. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Which brokerage is for me? Asking great questions, but knowing the right questions to ask is also key. Who you're in business with matters. What's the culture like? Oh, is it a competitive dog eat dog type of, atmosphere? And if that's what you thrive in, more power to you, not for me. I'm all about helping people move up in the world and also having people help me. Everyone wins kind of mentality is the culture that I thrive in. What kind of training is offered? Mentorship programs? What are the requirements surrounding marketing? So these are the questions that I had when I first started. Marketing was a big deal for me. I'm going to be a business owner. I want to market myself. I wanted to make sure that I had some freedom with my marketing. And so that was really crucial for me in the place that I set my roots in. What other growth opportunities are available for me? What kind of technology is provided? Do you provide me a CRM and a website? Do you provide leads? Does the brokerage market to my CRM? And another agent told me she was at another brokerage and found out from a family member that that brokerage was marketing to her CRM, to her customers that she had when she was in California. So the broker owned her CRM. So that's kind of important to me. I don't want my family and friends being sold to. I mean, it's okay for me to reach out to them, but I want to make sure that I own my CRM and it comes with me if I ever leave. Is the broker a fully active agent too? Are they a competing broker? And that may or may not be important to you depending on your stage in the game and if you have a mentor or a coach. Is there a big company event that I should be aware of? You know, is there an annual barbecue? Is there a training event? What does the team environment look like? Are there listing agents who will allow a rookie like me to host their open houses? Take it from someone who did 3 open houses every week for the first year and a half. This was very key for me. This is how I generated a lot of my business. What are my costs? And are there any additional fees? I can tell you there are a lot of brokers out there. They have additional fees that they are not telling you for whatever reason. I like it to be black and white. I like to know what I'm paying for up front. Each broker has their own fees. So it's important that you get this information from them when you interview with them. And then what is the split? So some brokers have a commission split and some have a per transaction fee, and some of them have both. So you want to know all that. What does your contract commitment look like? Are you with that broker for a year? I've had some people tell me, yeah, I tried to leave the brokerage before the year was up, but then I owed them for the training that they gave me. And I was like, but they called it free training. Anyway, just saying. So how you get started. First, you need to go to real estate school. And if you reach out to me, my contact information will be at the end here. You can get the handouts that I have here. So the first handout is the real estate school handout. You want to make sure you go to an accredited real estate school. Don't go to someone that's not on the list because it won't count. Fingerprints, I highly recommend the digital fingerprints. Process of your application will happen a lot faster. You can come to the test prep with V&G coaching, which is optional, but highly recommended, of course. Then you pass your proctored exam. Again, Pearson VUE is the company that's currently doing the proctor exams. They have the national and the state tests that you can take. You can pass one and not the other. You just go back and retake the one that you didn't pass. Choose your brokerage. And we hope that you choose Fathom Realty, of course, where I'm at, and I can be your mentor and your fast trainer. Your application is sent in by the broker with your check, like I mentioned, and I can actually send you a copy of that too, the PDF of the application that you can have already filled out and ready to go. It takes about 6 to 8 weeks from the time that your broker sends in your application before you're actually a licensed realtor. Once your application is approved by the division, your real estate company or brokerage that you signed on with will call you and say, your license is in. I have some paperwork for you to sign. Fill out this information, they sign it. You take it over to SNR or IVR or wherever you're at. Hand it in, and that has to happen within 30 days. So, and if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. My information's right there at the bottom. I'm Ginger Marphis. You can reach out at RealtorCoaches@gmail.com. And my phone number is 775-525-0322. I encourage you to take a screenshot of that. And I'm just going to end it with a quote from our Nelson Mandela. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Have a wonderful evening and day and career. I hope that at some point you and I are on the other side of a transaction, or maybe we're on the same side and I'm mentoring and coaching you. Have a wonderful day. And again, I appreciate you. God bless. And I wish you all successes.